Salutations and welcome back to Everything is Crab. So I did check this game out in my, in my free time, back during the first playtest, but I never got around to making a video on it. I only checked it out kind of right at the end of the initial playtest period, but it was really, a hoot and a holler. So let's check it out today. So when you start off in this, basically you want to eat. That's your main thing. You need food. Food can be vegetables or, otherwise non-meat, like that little apple was, or it can be meat. So I'm going to be fighting this little flying dog thing, for instance, to start off with. And so see, I ate his meat. Generally speaking, the sources of food with kind of no extenuating circumstances, the sources of food that are meat-based tend to just be a little bit kind of point dense. They level you up faster, basically. But there are lots of things that can affect that. So just to start off with, we can see a few different things. So there are different levels of rarity for various upgrades. So regeneration is super great. Feeding speed is super great. Genuinely, I think the damage resistance and social aspect is a little bit lower on exoskeleton, but I like that it is carcinizing, meaning it turns me more like a crab, which is kind of a high risk, high reward situation. And then I also like that it is a blue upgrade, so I'm going to start off with it. Also, it's fairly agnostic. All of those options were fairly agnostic. If you saw, it did lock me out of some other upgrades, but it didn't lock me into only one type of thing or the other, like physical versus ability damage. So physical damage is what you would expect. It's regular physical damage. Ability is basically sort of like a magic damage or any kind of non-physical damage. So in this case, I think I'm going to take, based on similar logic, I'm going to take this more mass, just because it gives me, kind of the higher rarity, and, similarly is fairly agnostic. It gives me some, early physical damage boost, but it's not too crazy. So these are special event type things. It's pretty beneficial to search them out, it seems to me. So I'm going to take the thermoregulate, which gives me cold and heat adaptation, which is super helpful for being in environments like this. So there's obviously this little desert environment that I'm in currently, but there are also like snowy environments. I know you can go in the water. I'm not sure if there are any others that are added. That's all I can remember from the playtest. Wow. Gain a full level or increase physical damage by 1. So the question is kind of like, when I gain a level, I need more to upgrade later. Like the levels get harder and harder to get. And so gaining a level early in the long run towards the end of my run potentially makes me slightly weaker, but it will give me an early advantage. Whereas the increasing the physical damage by 1 is just like, always going to be great. The levels are fun early though, so let's just do that, even though I think the other one might be the better choice. So since we've got some kind of physical synergies, I think we're going to take these antlers, although I do love to have some regeneration. Although actually, so we saw at the previous little event that having a tail would have given me a special thing to do at the watering hole, so maybe I should take tail just for fun's sake. Yeah, let's take tail. Let's take tail. Let's keep it fairly open. So as you can see, so snow slows you down and can cause blizzard events. Ooh, that's new. Let's eat this little mushroom. Let's see what that does. No effects. Sounds good. So, ooh, forager would help me stay alive. Health food's really helpful. But I think I'm just going to take more mass. Yeah, I think I'm going to take more mass for now. But so if you see this star, it represents kind of an elite enemy, and they give you a bigger reward for taking them down. So as you saw, it gave me 2 of those little DNA helixes. Those give me some pretty nice benefit. Either I can use them to re-roll, which costs 1, or I can use them to upgrade everything for 10, which is very good. And so I'll probably re-roll pretty aggressively if I don't see anything I like. But in general, most of the time I can find something I like in basically any of these. So, and upgrading is certainly pretty awesome. You know, especially going from, like, say, an epic to a legendary. So let's see. Some more damage resistant would be good. Honestly, some regen is very strong, though, and so is feeding speed. I think I'm going to take saliva. Makes a pretty big difference. I'm going to try and get out of the blizzard. I assume I'm going to just start taking big time damage in the snow area. I feel like it wasn't that far to get out of. It wasn't good, thank goodness. I guess I got hands for anybody around. Let's heal up a little. So far, I'm kind of tanky, but that's about it. I don't really have anything in the way of damage. And there is a boss coming up. So if you see up there, I do have a boss coming up. That's pretty scary. I think I'm going to take the subcutaneous fat. Just because it's really pretty flexible. I wouldn't mind the cold or heat adaptation, especially since it seems like I'm kind of bouncing around in the desert and the snow biome. Saliva is really great too, though. Cheek pouch is also interesting and gives you access to some pretty cool upgrades. And so that's kind of the big thing, is there's lots of upgrades. If you know kind of the pathways, which I don't remember them very well at this point, but if you know the correct pathways, there are some pretty special things that you can kind of scale into that can get cut off by making different choices earlier. So right now, I think I'm just going to go plating and go really, really tanky, since that's kind of what we've been scaling into, is kind of a tank with lots of life. Although Body Slam scales with our max HP, so we should probably take that. That'll give me a good way to scale. I don't necessarily have to constantly be scaling physical damage either, since it gets a bonus from my max HP. I think I'm going to take that. And I'm going to make that my main attack. And yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, it's pretty big damage. This dude with the shell seems to be coming at me. I don't love them. They're pretty hard to fight. You have to hit them from straight on. Wow, he does a lot of damage. I need to be remembering to use both of my attacks also. I would not mind damage resistance. And, you know, maybe I'll get some sort of social stuff going on at some point. We'll take the exoskeleton for some more damage resistance, since we're kind of aiming to be very tanky. I would not mind, again, some feeding speed too, some saliva or something similar. Let's go back towards the snowy area. We've got some increased snow, some cold resistance, so hopefully we're chilling in here. There's nothing to eat right now, which isn't great. I am also taking very occasional damage. That mushroom just gave us a ton of life. Or, I mean, a ton of, like, XP, which is awesome. Senses is great. It lets you see those points of interest from a further distance, which is pretty helpful. Regen is great, though, too. I do have some, though, because of saliva. So I think I'm going to take more eyes. Oh. So that mushroom also poisoned me, which seems pretty rough, to be honest. I don't really have a big benefit for ability, but any cooldown reduction is, like, insanely good. CDR is just good in every game ever. I am intrigued. So Tail lets you get, like, a lot of benefits. Reach is also pretty sweet, though. 15% attack here. I'm going to upgrade my Tail. I've stopped moving. Okay, yeah, I was like, is my keyboard not working? But no, it didn't appear so. Unclear what what effect that was. But yeah, we're gonna head down towards... Whoa, I think I'm tripping out on the mushroom. Oh, the music's going crazy. Greatly increase one random stat or gain 5 mutagen points, which I believe are the... Yeah. Yeah, mutagen points, I believe, are the little DNA helix. I'm going greatly increase one random stat. Oh, 15% attack area. So it's like I took the reach anyways. That's pretty helpful. Honestly, stacking them up double would have been pretty sweet. Maybe I shouldn't be going this deep. Ooh, 10% on a random stat or 5% physical, 5% ability. I don't really have a super high physical or ability, so I'm going to take 10% on random. I don't know what attack penalty does, so hopefully that's good. This is probably like the world's worst place to be fighting a boss right now, so I should probably get out of here. Oh, and now I can't get out of here because he's locked me in, so I'm gonna have to try and kill him very quickly. So let's see what the random stat is. Ooh, a little bit of speed. Honestly, not gonna complain about that. I am gonna complain about getting attacked by like a million guys right now, though. All right, let's bully him as best we can. I can't... His health seemingly is not going down like at all, which is very stressful for me. I am doing very poorly. Oh, nice. I can get out of the thing in here. Wow. So I should stay by the edge and kind of bait him into attacking into the edge with his long attack. But nice. He hit that tree, got knocked out. Oh, not for long enough though. Oh, I won. I won with 2 life. All right, let's get some of this health back. Let's kill this guy. Oh man, that was pretty lucky. Yeah, some speed would be pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. Alpha's super interesting though. Alpha's super interesting because if I were to get a social ability, which so far I have not seemingly had an opportunity to charm anybody. I haven't gotten the upgrades necessary. Alpha might unlock them. I don't really know. I mean, it gives me pack as an unlock. Tentacles are super good though. The movement speed is super great. Obviously the movement speed on legs is also super great, but I do like tentacles quite a bit. I'm gonna take Alpha only because I have never actually played in my first kind of playthroughs. I've never played a social build. And since I have the tail and the exoskeleton, I mean, I'm certainly building towards social pretty well. Okay, so with tail, I can get tail wag potentially, which seems pretty good. Although I haven't seen any, you know, like I haven't seen it show up. Oh, revenge seems very strong though, especially for being super tanky. I think for now I'm just gonna take exoskeleton because it was offered at a good rate, and I'm just gonna keep myself fairly tanky. Is this a thing? No, of course not. This is though. Yeah, increase social by 2. I think I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that, and I'm just gonna kind of social stack and hope and pray that I see a social ability. And if not, I'll probably have to... Whoa, this dude's got a lot of life. What is his deal? Wow, he did a lot of damage to me. What did we get down here? Alpha again. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna take Alpha again. Set a super high rarity. Let's greatly increase one random stat. I should probably right there be taking the mutagen points so that I can roll to get some sort of charm ability, but the max health was a pretty good pull, so... also, I just love how well all the little kind of, the little elements... Oh my god, that was a guy! I was not expecting that to be a little guy. Man, these little guys are going at me hardcore. But I love how much the little upgrades all mesh together. They've done an incredible job with letting you kind of trick your guy out, a la, like, Risk of Rain 2. Wasn't there a special point of interest that I was chasing over here? Maybe not. Oh yeah, there's a star, so there's like a... it's funny to watch those guys just not get taken down. Yeah, oh, no problemo. Got that guy pretty good. Alright, so we got Saliva, we've got Tail. I mean, I guess I just upgrade Tail, right? I mean, I want my social to go up. Saliva's so good, though. Feeding speed is so good. And I could upgrade it, and then I could get purple Saliva. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna go Tail. I'm just really trying to get the correct social things. Am I gonna be able to get the swiper? No swiping? Somehow I doubt it, actually. He seems pretty fast. Oh, he slowed down enough. Oh, missed my big attack. Missed my big attack. He's getting out of here. There's nothing I can do about it. I can at least get this dude off my tail, though. It's annoying. It's funny. They really are attacking me a lot. Probably an unwise decision for many of them. Oh, little duck cowboy. I don't know if you have ever seen, but there's a... I think that dude's name is like Mummy Joe or Lil Mummy or something. I don't remember. But there's a guy who makes little drawings on YouTube. He's an incredible content creator. But he has one about, I think it's called Bird Cowboy. But it's about a little duck, and he's a cowboy. And every time I see it show up on YouTube, I have to click on it because I love it. I could get bigger. Ooh, or I could get more damage resistance with my carapace and some plating. Or I could just try and roll for a charm. I'm going to try and roll for a charm. None of those are charm. Oh, it gets more expensive each time. I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to take the tail and just hope that once I max out tail... Hopefully once I max out tail, it won't even be an issue. Okay. Lots of guys. Lots of guys very angry at me. I would really like to charm somebody, though. I would really, really, really like that to be a thing. Hey, Mr. Mole. Whoa, you do some big boy damage. Not a huge fan of that. Are you running away from me or not? I can't tell. Alright, let's see what we got here. Hump seems very strong. Hump seems very strong if you can get the health food, but I have some benefits to having higher max health, and so I think I'm gonna take it. Although I don't know, man, I'm getting like ambushed constantly, so maybe being at max health is like too much of a thing to hope for. Body slam seems pretty good, although the bonus damage only goes up by 1%, so it doesn't really scale amazingly with what I have. Stomach is so good, but not good enough to not roll for some social. Although I didn't get the social, so let's just take saliva. It's basically like a little bit less good than stomach, but very similar. Alright, I just need to unlock some health food. I'm at full HP. Ooh, going into a boss though, so that's not gonna last long. Although here's some health food. So it doesn't count on each like stack of eating on it, seemingly. It only does once. Oh, so I never took carapace previously, so I could take shell. Shell makes me more like a crab, and I do like to be more like a crab. Why not? We're gonna move towards crab. Nice. Nice. He didn't fight back. That was pretty awesome. Detachable tail seems pretty good. I think I'm going to take it. Although nomadic seems very good too. But I'm not moving fast enough to take really good use of that, I feel like. I'm going to take detachable tail. And hope that it carries me through this boss fight. Can I just toe-to-toe this guy? Seems like I'm doing pretty good. Although he's poisoning me, which I do not enjoy. Yeah, I'm doing a pretty good job. Just kind of staying on him and doing damage. My things come back pretty fast. Oh yeah, no problem. Ruminant is very interesting. It would give me a lot of food very quickly. Although legs and tentacles are both phenomenal for speed reasons. Tentacles are really good. I tend to really like what tentacles give me. Pincher is also a crab thing, so that's pretty cool. But I think you can get that. Ooh. Arthropod. More legs. Fun. I'm gonna take ruminant. I really, really would like to get some charm going on, but antennae, do you give me any charm? No, you don't. You make it so that I'll do better if I can get some charm. Soul metabolism is incredible, but I just don't think I'm fast enough to take it right now. I'm gonna take the antennae. Just repeatedly moving towards hopefully something, man. All right, we're gonna re-roll. Please give me a charm ability, man. So no charm ability, but this gives me even more benefit towards it. And hopefully guys are even nicer to me. I'm enormous, which is very fun. Look at how big I am. I don't really love having to kill these guys when I'm trying to be social, but... Okay, so we're gonna re-roll. Gain a random legendary evolution. I mean, sure. Why not? Leech. Gonna be honest, I'm not sure I like Leech over Jaws, but that's fine. It's, although maybe I have a pretty decent ability score. I don't actually know. I can check. So you can hit tab and you can check your stuff at any point. So my ability and my physical are pretty similar, so... It's fine. No big deal either way. Does help me to be even tankier, I guess. Let's see these guys with the shields? They are so dangerous. They are just not worth fighting like ever. The amount of damage that they just did to me is like insane in comparison to some of these other guys. I think I just gotta keep re-rolling and hoping I get a charm ability. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna take Legendary Leech. Legendary Leech seems like ill-advised not to take. So far, it's funny, I'm pretty much benefiting most from actually just killing guys. Despite building in the social. But, you know, that's how it goes. You kind of just do what you get offered, right? And so, wow, I'm taking a lot of damage. I'm not really sure why, but... I guess Leech helps a lot with maintaining. I ate that little mushroom. I hope that was a good choice. I have more eyes already. More eyes is great. But... Ooh, Synapse is crazy. We're gonna roll for a charm. Okay, Pack helps me once I charm things. I'm gonna take it, just because hopefully it will help convince the game to let me charm things, please. I so desperately want to charm things. But, you know, in the meanwhile, I don't mind just being able to crunch things pretty well. Okay, so not a huge fan, must admit, of being poisoned like that. I don't know why I attacked the turtle. I should have learned my lesson. The turtle is not to be trifled with. But now I gotta get him. I gotta get him because I attacked him. Sorry, Mr. Turt. There we go. Totally not worth it. Oh yeah, Mr. Cat. Let's go toe to toe, my friend. Give me your special points. Oh, leech again, I guess, man. I have a very hard time turning down legendary upgrades. I'm pretty sure leech can give me a lower than legendary version of it, so it's hard not to take the legendary version when I see it. Oh no, I hit a turtle. Please leave me alone, Mr. Turtle. Should I eat this? Yeah, let's eat it. Ooh, refreshing. Alright, we're going to increase social by 2. I should be taking the thermoregulate stuff, but, you know. I'm committed to my dream, man. I'm committed to my dream. Yes! Tail wag, yes! Whoa, carnivores. Insane, though. It's insane, but I gotta go tail wag, and I'm even gonna upgrade tail wag. I'm gonna upgrade tail wag. I would like you to become my friends, please. Nice! Oh, dude, a turtle ally seems insane! Turtles are so good. Whoa! I've never seen a golden berry like this before. What do you do? I guess just give me a lot of health. That's pretty good. Not better than body slam for me, though. Yeah, let's upgrade the pack now that we've got a pack. Not much of a pack, to be perfectly clear, but, well, I say that, now I got another guy. I would love to get these guys and to be part of my pack. Yeah! Oh, this rules. This is super fun. And another tail. Oh, let's upgrade it. Legendary tail wag? Oh, yeah. Honestly, my social's so high, I don't even know that I need to legendary tail wag, but why not? Nice. So it looks like the charm falls off after a while, seemingly. Oh, also I can hurt my allies? Don't love that. But... oh, what am I doing? Leaving all this food? I like wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was too excited. Too excited. Ooh, turtle down's interesting. Not sure I care though, to be honest. Not sure I care about sprint either. More eyes is pretty good, but let's just reroll. Let's see what we get. Is there a real major benefit to getting another tail? I guess it would get it out of the way, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, let's just get tail out of our pool. Get maximum tail. You know, the fact that... whoa, crazy, a big capybara? That rules. Okay, I'll pull up. Yeah, that's right, Mr. Cappy. Capybara. Alright, let's roll. I feel like I get less food from having allies. I maybe should have taken the ruminant. Because, Claudia. Claudia is immediately taking quite a bit of damage. So I do love that. More frequent detachable tail and it lasts longer, probably pretty good. I am insanely dangerous to Claudia. Claudia picked the wrong one, man. And just like that, I guess we see the end of our first little run. I'm glad we found that charm when we did. It's possible we would not... Oh, Mr. Cthulhu, man. I'm going to call him Claw Thulu. He might be Crab Thulu. I'm not sure. But yeah, so that's kind of our first little look there. 15 minutes, not too bad, not too bad. So I'm sure we'll be coming back and checking on this game again. Probably, at least a couple more times. Likely during the demo, but certainly once it comes out, because this is just an incredible, incredible game. So yeah, you should check out the demo on Steam and wishlist it for yourself. And I can't stress enough how much I think this game is just really, tightly built, really fun. And there's a pretty wide variety of builds. At least there was on the first playtest that I played, and honestly, I think that it's pretty good now too. I'm sure it's only been increased. But yeah, thanks so much for spending your time here, and have a wonderful rest of your day.